Bricktopian.
Hello, it's Bricktopian here, and this is a look at a parts haul for 2022, and it is September at the moment, and these are pieces from Bricks and Pieces on Lego.com. Some of the bits I ordered for a classic space mock design, and some of the bits I ordered for some cyberpunk style designs, and some other bits are just general use that I could use for different things. One thing I realised when I ordered this is I've actually got some Duplo pieces, which was not intentional. I thought I'd get a fire extinguisher piece because it looked really good for a minifigure to hold, but obviously they can't hold that because it's way too big, because it's Duplo size. So I wish on the service now they would show which pieces are Duplo more clearly, but because it doesn't actually say Duplo in the name. But yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I'm still glad that they do Duplo on there for people who want it. But yeah, and these are the main bits I ordered, which are not Duplo. These are just normal Lego, obviously. And there's quite a few different sorts of piece in here. Quite a few different useful pieces that I've got for different things. I got this massive canoe piece because I thought it'd be really cool to have two people sitting inside it, which is something that you can't do with a kayak piece. And I thought it'd be good to have a sig fig of my sig fig, and either my girlfriend's sig fig or just a random sig fig could sit in it. And I didn't buy any oars for it because I didn't think I needed to, because I've already got some, I think. And I even got a fishing rod piece, which is really cool. You could even have that for the person in the canoe, so they could even go fishing if they wanted to. And then so I got them. They can be for just like my beach display or whatever, or for, I don't know, for something entirely different I haven't even thought of yet. And then I got a fishing net there as well, which I got mainly because I wanted a replacement piece for my old fishing store set, because I can't find one of the pieces that's in that. And then you've got some minifigure parts, which are really cool. Like I got some white hair pieces because I don't really have much white for hair on minifigures, so I saw a few white hair pieces I thought would be quite cool to have. So I saw that piece. I think I saw another piece somewhere. I can't remember if I ordered. That's the only white piece I ordered. Oh, there's another one there as well. That's white as well. So there's a couple of white hair pieces there, which look really cool. And then I got a blonde hair piece there. I liked that it's like short length blonde hair. I haven't got many short length blonde hair pieces, so I thought that'd be good to get as well. And then I've got another hairpiece there which I really liked, which is a dark red one that's got a ponytail. That's really useful for doing dyed hair colours and unusual hair colours and things. And then you've got some other stuff for minifigures, like you've got a classic space style torso design there, which is from I think a Lego City set, I believe, which I can use for my own custom minifigures or whatever. And then I've got some helmets, which are the proper classic space style ones. So they're not like the normal crash helmet ones, they are the proper classic space style ones. So I've got a black one there, which is really cool. And then I've got, what other ones did I get? Oh, I've got an orange one here as well. And then I think that's it. I don't know if I got any other colours or not. I don't think I have at the moment. I think that's it at the moment. Yeah, for them stuff. But I've also got a couple of heads for minifigures. I've got one there with glasses on, which is good for Matrixy minifigures and things like that. And then you've got another head I saw, which is this one I like because I like the sideburns on it and I like the face expression. I just thought it looked quite cool, so I got that one as well. And then you've got these. This is a very cool piece. This is from a Spider-Man set, I believe, or a Marvel Daily Bugle or something. It's like for a Sandman figure, and it's like legs that can attach to a minifigure. But you can use it so it's like the sand is coming out of the ground or whatever. And I just thought it'd be good for on the beach scene. I could have a person coming out the sand. I just thought it might look good. Might be quite cool. It's unusual on the bottom. It's sort of got an unusual sort of design. But yeah, I thought it'd be good. So that's minifigure parts there, and then you've got, oh yeah, I've also got a visor, a spare red visor for the sig fig in case anything happens to the one I've got. And then you've got some other little things that they can hold, like I've got this awesome pink game controller piece, which is really good. I've seen it in white before, but I haven't seen a pink one personally. I think it might be from Ninjago set, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it looks really cool. That'd be good for a cyberpunk mock or whatever. And then you've got some headphones accessory. This one actually goes on the hair of the minifigure rather than being one that goes around the neck. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's in pinky colour, which looks good. And then you've got a games controller other style piece, one that's going to attach onto a single stud. And it's got the actual print of a games controller on there. It looks really cool. That'd be useful for different minifigures as well. You've got a gun, which is like a laser gun, and you can put something on the end of it if you want, or you can just have it as it is, which is cool. It's like for space minifigures and stuff. And then you've got a lightsaber hilt in red, because I just wanted one. I haven't got many of these in red, so I thought it'd be useful. You've got some of these are like clockwork pieces for like robots and things. They're sort of like the wind-up thing you get on like a toy, so you can use them for that. And I just thought it might be good for a robot design or just decorational element on a building or something. Got a couple of those, so I've got an extra one there as well. I've got some stars in pink coloured ones, which are nice to see. They look really good. They're one by one, and then you got another last minifigure bit I've seen is some fairy wings in transparent blue. They look really good for just custom figures and even for sig figs and things. And then you've got some air oxygen tanks. You've got a blue one there. There's a white one here. White one. And I think that's it for air tanks. Is there a black one? Oh yeah, there is a black one. There's a black one as well, which are just for like classic space stuff, minifigures. And then you got this really cool grey window piece that's like a window glass piece, but it's actually opaque and it's like grey colour. Be good for like filling in windows with detail that in a way that they're completely unable to see through them, but still fill in a nice frame or whatever. And then you got another door here, which is one of the new pieces from, I believe, is it from a modular? I think it might be from a modular building or a Lego City set. I'm not entirely sure which. But it can you can put a cat flap or dog flap in the door, which is really cool. So it'd be good on on a house design I'm doing. So I can put as I've got cats that come with my house design I'm doing, they can have a cat flap so they can get through, which would be really good. And then you've got a piece there which is brand new for Lego City for this year as well, which is also from Lego City, yeah, I believe. And this is a teal piece, and it is a scooter piece. You don't get the handlebars with it, but I've got pieces separate I can use to put that together. And you also don't have the wheels, but I can make a scooter, which would be good for any Lego City designs or mocks or anything, really. So, yeah. And then a lot of the other stuff is bits and bobs for either classic space stuff, like I say, or just fun pieces that will be useful for different things. I've got this, which is good for the art project style sets for like doing, like mosaics and dots and stuff. So you can hang pictures on the wall. That's just good to have. I've got these awesome red wheel pieces, which are good for a classic space car mock I'm doing. So obviously it will go well with the red colour scheme that you have on most classic space wheels and those sort of things. And then, well, you get 4 of them. So, and then you get a basketball here, which is in a nice orangey colour. It's not got any detailing on, but it is supposed to represent a basketball. And to match that, I also got a basketball hoop, which is actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. But that's a good thing, because it means that I can do more with it, and you can put a ball through it, and it's quite cool. It'd be good for making a basketball game display, or just purely for making videos, just to put it through the hoop would be good. You got some other stuff like some lightning bolts in pinky colour. Like that one has got 2 bolts and it can actually be held by a figure. You've got single bolt ones here which just fit into a snot brick or whatever. And then you've got some other transparent pink awesome elements, like you've got this umbrella piece which can actually be attached on the single stud, and you can have it raised up, or you can use it as a massive shield or a reflector or whatever you want, and it just looks really good. And then I've got this sort of water effect piece, like an energy blast piece, which has got 2 studs on it, and you can put that on a fountain or as a minifigure detail, like showing they've got powers or whatever you wanted to do. Then you get some transparent pink flowers, which is good for science fiction-y stuff because they're like different colour plants. And then you've got some other transparent pink bits, like just a 2x2 circular brick. You've got a cone, 1x1 cone brick, trans pink. You've got this nice panel piece that's 2x1 brick, sorry, that's quite tall. That's trans pink, which is good for building decorations and different things. You've got these nice antennae pieces in red, which I don't see very often. They're quite good for representing laser beams and just antennae on top of classic space stuff. They're just really good, and I thought I could use it maybe for my sig fig as a laser or something. You got some red dish pieces, the smallest sort, which are good for shields, for wheel covers, which was what I was going to use it for on my Carmock wheel covers, or you could use it for just like back of thrusters on spaceships or whatever. You've got the little rocket pieces, which are good for obviously rockets on the back of crafts and things. You've got these silver reflectors, which are good to be used for my classic space display because they match the tin foil of the base I'm using, so that I can put decorations inside the holes, and but you can still have them on the surface, but it gives a bit of texture. Beyond that, you've got these exhaust pieces, which are good for car mocks, like my classic space car again, which is really good. They can go on the sides of vehicles. And then you've got these claws, which are good for robot mocks of classic space stuff. They're in black, as opposed to the usual, more common grey colour. You've got some grey bricks with slits in, which are good for sliding elements to go inside. So you can have moving parts to builds, which are good for classic space as well. And then you've got curved 1x2 bricks, which is in blue, basic bricks. You've got a dome-shaped 2x2 sort of metallic silvery there. You've got some smaller of the silver dish pieces. You've got a nice dual window piece for classic space mocks that holds 2. These are old style pieces, but they have been used recently in the Galaxy Explorer icon set. And then you've got some windows that actually go into them as well. Some trans yellow ones that fit them window frames, which is really good to get. I've got some, but it's good to get some extra ones. You've got a nice trans pink feather piece there for headgear or just anything you want, really. Flame detail. You've got some nice printed 1x2 tiles that have controls on, which is also from the Galaxy Explorer set. You've got this lovely 2x4 panel piece that's got the word caution on, which I thought would be cool for classic space. Is like if there's people mining or doing groundwork on classic space, it's good to have a sign. Number 2 tiles in trans yellow. You've got these nice dish pieces, these nice dome pieces, which can fit over, I believe, over a minifigure head, but they can also be used on the ground. They cover a 2x2 size place, and I've got a couple of those. I've got some grey roller skate pieces because they're good for roller skates or door handles on vehicles. You've got a bigger dome, which is a 4x4 size in pure opaque black, which is good for textures and different things. Some yellow lighting, that's big, a bigger, longer piece, and it's like can be going a stud, like I said. You got a bucket piece there, which is the bucket. You got some bracket pieces of different sizes, such as this one, and then you got this sort as well. You got thrusters for spaceships on the side. They're pretty cool in black. And then you've got some sunglasses piece that goes on a minifigure as well. It like goes into their hair on the top because there's like a bit at the back. That's cool. You've got some shields in blue, and you've got some in white. These type that can attach to studs. You've got this nice big pointy claw piece, which is good for representing noses of birds or just claws, yeah. And then you've got a few other bits that are random like this, which is good for texture on vehicles. Big projectile in the silver colour, which I haven't had before. Some little siren pieces, which are like transparent colour. And then you've got some little diamondy shaped pieces in trans pink as well, like this. Some of these curved 1x2s that are like half a circle, they're quite useful for decoration and making pillars and things. You've got some chrome pieces like 1x2s here. You've got that. You've got some Technic tube-ons. And then beyond that, that's about it really. But you got this, which is like a minifigure can hold and attach stuff on the end, which is good for like different accessories and stuff. That's what you really need to say, really. You've got them, but the most important bit in this for me probably is these, which are trans yellow windscreen pieces. It's really hard to get any transparent yellow pieces, and to get some bigger pieces like this is really good. And these are good for vehicles and spaceships and all sorts of things. And I managed to get 2 of these, which is cool. So if you want, you could have them back to back or whatever, really. But yeah, and then just some snot bricks like that, 1x2, and some bricks with the line detail on, the modified ones, whatever they're called. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot else really here, but it's still all useful stuff. I could actually use it all, so it's good. And Bricks Pieces is still good service to be able to use. It's just that it takes a long time for it to come, because it took a few weeks, it took like 3 weeks for it to come. And obviously the sunbarts that are expensive as well. That would explain why these are quite expensive, because they're actually massive, and I thought they were minifigure scale, but it turns out they're Duplo pieces, that's why. But, you know, a bit annoying, but never mind, they still look cool. You know, didn't expect that. It was quite a bit of a laugh to see them big pieces arrive after expecting small ones, and you get this nice rock. This is Duplo, but I could still use this for what I wanted it for, as I was just going to have it as a rock to sit on like a surface of a classic space shelf or something. But yeah, I don't mind. Someone was getting married, they could use this as a little box for the ring to go in if they wanted to, because it does look like that. But yeah, anyway, they're just my thoughts on this Bricks of Pieces haul. I hope you've liked this video. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this video if you want more, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.